Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Zezignesia Education. Well, in this video, I'd like to share about the documents which is required for applying to the university, particularly in the UK. As I mentioned earlier before in the video, we discussed about how to get a fast response email from the university. Also, I'd like to share about some documents which is required for applying to university. Well, this part is based on my personal opinion and also based on some university website informations. If you want to find out details about some document, you need to go to the university website, particularly on the entry requirement or to the admissions website. Well, this is based on my experience when I applied to the University of York for a master's degree, and also my experience when I applied to the University of Birmingham for my PhD degree. So basically in the UK, most of the documents are the same. But if you are applying for other countries such as US, Netherlands, most of European countries or Australian, it could be probably a slight difference, but mostly there is the same. And also some of the university in the UK, they do not require what we call it as admission fee or registration fee. Whether in the US, most of them require the registration fee. So make sure that if you are applying to university in the UK or US or other countries, you need to prepare for the registration fee as well. Based on my experience in the University of York and University of Birmingham, I don't require the registration fee. Alright, so here we go, the documents which are required for applying to university in the UK. Well, basically the most important thing is English language certificate. In the UK, they accept IELTS, TOEFL IBT, PTE, or any other language certificate which are still valid for at least 2 years after the test date. So please make sure that if you want to apply to university, you need to have this language certificate. I really recommend you, if you are applying to the university in the UK especially or other European country, to take the IELTS, because IELTS is recognized by some of the English speaking countries such as Australia, United Kingdom, United States, Canada, and any other English speaking countries. So you need to prepare for the IELTS or the TOEFL IBT because it requires lots of money. For example, in Indonesian, you need to pay for approximately 3 million, to pay for the English language certificate. However, if you are graduated from the English speaking countries for your bachelor degree or your master's degree, so your degree certificates are valid for approximately 2 years after you graduate. So for example, in my case, I graduated from the University of York in 2018, and after that I can apply to the University of Birmingham to get an English exemptions 2 years after graduation, so 2008 and 2018, until 2020. So after that I still need the IELTS certificate as well to apply to the university. So please make sure that you get a valid English language certificate. Also, some of the university in the UK, since there is a pandemic and the English language center are closed, some of them accept the Duolingo. So you can look for on the internet the Duolingo. But before you take the test, you need also to make sure to the university whether they are accept the Duolingo or not. And then the second documents that are required for applying to university is undergraduate certificate if you are applying for master's degree, or master's certificate if you are applying for a PhD degree. Well, these are very important. This is considered important since it is required by the university for seeing the applicant's qualifications. If you are graduated from non-English speaking countries like me, for example, I graduated from Indonesia, the certificate is still in Indonesian language, so I need to translate it to the English. So if you have translated to English, that would be fine. But if you are still using your own country's language, you need to translate it and you need to submit both of them. Yes, we need to scan our original language, original certificate, which come from our countries, and also the translated. Please also make sure that some universities require a sworn translator. For example, if you are applying to the Australia, I have some experience also applying to the Australia. They need the sworn translator to translate your certificate. But it will be some advantages if you are asking your university admissions. So for example, I graduated from the Universitas Negeri Jakarta or State University of Jakarta, Indonesia. I don't need the sworn translator because I was translated by the university. So please also make sure that you can your certificate are translated. The third certificate is academic transcript. Absolutely, this is one of the documents that are required compulsory by the university. Also, please make sure that your academic certificate is valid for not valid. I mean, was translated to English because there is some modules, list of modules that you have completed in your undergraduate or your master degree, and please also make sure that these academic transcripts are translated into English, right? In my case, fortunately, my academic translator has been translated all to English, so I don't need to translate to the foreign translator. Okay, so I just submitted the original transcript for my undergraduate degree when I applied to the University of York, and since I also graduated from the University of York and I applied to the University of Birmingham, so I don't need to translate it. And the next documents, the personal statements or motivation letter or any other thing. So each university requires different names. So in my case, in University of York and University of Birmingham, they need a personal statement. So personal statement means a couple of pages which show why you are interested to take the university and the countries. So no more than 2 pages, I think. So you need to write this straightforward. I will make a video personally or focusing on writing the personal statement in the next video, right? So generally personal statement consists of several paragraphs. So the first paragraph is consisting about your introductions about yourself, and after that you need to show the reason why you're applying for PhD or for master's degree, especially taking that major or that department. Also why you choose the university and the countries. So basically that's all about the personal statement. And the next one is 2 letter of references. So please also make sure that the university, some of the university requires the referee to submit the letter directly to the university website, or some of them they just need to upload it. For example, in University of York and University of Leeds, based on my experience, they just ask the letter of references and then we submit it directly by us. However, when I applied to the University of Birmingham for PhD especially, they just want to ask the emails of our referees, and after that they will send email directly, and the person who give the letter of recommendations, they submit it through the University of Birmingham portal. So please make sure that when you are applying, whether they can upload it directly or they just ask someone who give you reference to upload it directly. So it is very different. I think the simplest way to for applying to university is we just ask our referees, and also we just upload it to university, so it means that it is uploaded by us. And also, based on my experience, the letter of references comes from my previous supervisor, which are yeah, for master supervision, also one of the lecturer which really well known about us. And the next one, it is for PhD research, PhD applicant only. You need to write a brief research proposals. So it is a mandatory document if you are applying for a PhD. And please make sure that your research proposal has been discussed with your intended supervisors, because they will take it into the consideration. So please also make sure about the quality of your research proposal. Based on my experience, the research proposal is very short, and so it's approximately 2 or 3 pages. So that's why I said here a brief research proposals. And some of the university, they need some academic published work. For example, if I'm not mistaken, when I applying to the University of College London, for master's degree, they need some academic published work. So academic published work means that if you write an article and then you publish in the journal or in a book chapter, they want to see our language ability, or also they want to see that we are understand how to conduct our research. But in my case, in University of York, University of Birmingham, they don't need the academic published work. And apart from that, they need some identifications, the passport, yes, the passport. So please also make sure that you have a valid passport. Okay, that's all. Maybe there is some also documents that was not mentioned by in this video earlier. So you can drop your comment below if you have an experience some of the documents which are required by the university, but it is not mentioned here. And also, I'd like to say thank you for watching my videos. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share if this video is really helpful, and share to your friends and your colleagues which are needed about this video. If you have some specific requests about the video, about the content that you want to discuss with me, so just drop the comment below, and I'd like to try to look for some informations, and also based on my experience, I will try to make a video. Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye.